Hello everyone. You guys can hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Today is our first session on SAP FICO course. First of all, I would like to explain what we will cover, and then we will move forward to SAP introduction. I'll go with the introduction first, I believe. Okay. Okay. SAP stands for Solutions, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. This is SAP. SAP is a business management software. All of your business is managed using SAP. This is used for medium-sized to large organizations, pretty expensive to implement. Licenses are very expensive, and it's a market leader in enterprise application software. When I say enterprise application software, there are other enterprise application softwares available in this modern 2020 era. Oracle, JD Edward, PeopleSoft are just few examples of enterprise application software that is also called ERP. SAP software is also called ERP software because ERP stands for Enterprise Resource Planning. Actually, this software is used to manage your resources. Resources means your payables, receivables, your assets, your bank accounts, your sales, purchase, everything is managed in SAP system. We record our purchases, sales, and our asset procurement, purchase, payments, receipts, everything is done in SAP system. When you enter data into SAP system, SAP will save and record those transactions in SAP database, and then you can pull some very important reports on your business progress, and you can then analyze and report accordingly and take some decisions. So SAP at high level is a business management software, and this is a market leader, and this is German based software. So 77% of the world transaction revenue touches an SAP system. What is mean by 77% of world transaction revenue? Transaction revenue means transaction is SAP term. The financial term. When you exchange goods or services, that is called a transaction, business transaction. When you go somewhere and buy something, that is a transaction, personal transaction. You purchase something, right? Transaction mean one thing is going out, one thing is coming in. You're getting something by paying something. You're paying money and you're getting some stuff, right? So when entire world transactions, 77% of that flow touches SAP system means, for example, if you purchase from Macy's, Macy's runs on SAP. So your money is actually touching SAP system because when you pay Macy's for your purchases, your transaction entry will be updated into Macy's ERP system, which is SAP system. So you can imagine how big this software is, right? So SAP has end-to-end suites of application and services enables you to customers to operate profitably, adopt continuously, and make a difference. When you manage your business well using ERP SAP system, you have a clear information, updated information, real-time information flows into SAP system. So you can track, you can manage your business well. So in 1972, there were 5 employees of IBM. They actually discovered SAP system. They started building in 1972 SAP system, and out of these 5 employees, I believe Hasso Platter is died, and rest 4 people still alive, and they are billionaire, right? So Mangesh, can you please mute your, I think so, something, sorry guys, there's something wrong with this slide. Okay, so SAP has 440,000 customers in more than 180 countries around the globe, has more than 100k employees from 140 countries, 140 plus countries, has 18,000 plus SAP partners globally, companies, because SAP functions in a way that they have their implementing partners. SAP will not go and implement SAP, rather they have some partners, business partners, they are called SAP implementing partner. They actually have resources, consultants, and they bid the implementation, and then they go in company and implement SAP system. So SAP has $25 billion revenue in 2018. It has 200 million subscribers in cloud user base, and has 100 plus innovation and development center to develop and update new things into SAP system. So SAP has 47 years of history, right? This is just a reputation. 1972, 5 entrepreneurs in Germany, right? They had a vision for the business potential of technology, and they started. And now after 47 years, and they have close to 500,000 customers, strong base, and is fueled by the pioneer spirit that inspired its founders to continuously transform the IT industry, and they did. Right? They are looking. SAP is now looking to expand in emerging market, example Brazil, India, Russia, and especially in China. So this is enterprise resource planning software, management software. Solution enables integration of various departments and functions across a company onto a single computer system that can serve all department needs. For example, if in a company we have different departments, right? So there is no any other software on the market where they can integrate all departments, right? When you do something in one department, other department can't see it, right? When you purchase something, selling or finance department cannot see in the system other than SAP system, because those systems are not integrated. SAP beauty is they are integrated. All those departments, modules of SAP are integrated. So I'll go and explain what is a module, but prior to going into deep into SAP, I would like to introduce you what is SAP at a higher level, right? So has SAP has over 70 modules. Examples are finance, material management, sales and distribution, production planning, And on top of production planning, we have a project system. We have other than finance, material management, sales and distribution, production planning. We have HR, marketing, and so on. So this is an ERP system actually integrates the processes of each department, right? In an enterprise. Enterprise mean company, and integrate those processes. Process mean process of buying something, process of selling something, right? So it is linked, right? When you purchase something in material management, finance department can see that material management guys have procured some stuff because it's integrated. GL on finance side will automatically update when you purchase something. You can even see if you have a business across the globe, you are sitting in United States, headquartered in United States, for example, your organization, and you have some operations going on in, let's say, Japan. So you can see sitting here, because it's integrated, you can see how much sale, how much purchase was done on a particular day in a different territory. In this example, Japan, for example. So it's the same reputation. We have some core components, right? And then you can take the SAP example as a Lego, right? Legos, when children, they play with Lego, right? They have Legos actually have different shapes, right? Kids play by dissembling, assembling, making different shapes. So in SAP example is similar to that Lego. All other departments are linked, and you can customize them according to your business need. So in SAP, we have how SAP will give us the fruit of progress and analysis and reporting and management when you will enter the data into SAP system. We will build a company in SAP system along with some enterprise structure. Then after we are complete with this development, then we will create some master data, and then we will post some transaction that will be transactional data. Transactional data is like entering the invoices, entering the payments, sales, purchases, right, procurements, etc, etc. So now let's come to SAP, how to use SAP on the daily basis, how you can log on to SAP system. SAP has provided a training version of their software called IDES, which is we have access already. Your passwords and user credential has already been communicated. So I will explain in next few slides how we can log on, log off, how you can change the password. You don't need to change the password. Use the same password. Don't enter wrong passwords. If after 3 attempts, wrong attempts, your account will be locked. Just in touch with me. I will be happy to unlock it. Then how to access the transaction, how to navigate SAP system, what are the transaction codes, common options in SAP screens, type of messages when you do something wrong, right? How, I think so, we have to respect for Adhan, we have to pause our session for a few seconds. Sadke Ya Rasulullah. So we'll continue our session again, guys. So what type of messages you can get, how you can add different favorite transactions if you are a person in SAP using SAP on your daily basis. You may have assigned to enter the invoices, vendor invoices, customer invoices, so you can create those transactions as your favorites. How we can maintain user profiles. User profile in SAP system is managed by basis team. Basis is another module in SAP system. Security, right? They create the username, passwords, and all those things. How you create a new session in SAP system. Session is nothing but a window. Different types of fields in SAP system, and how to navigate into SAP most powerful reports and lists, and what is the use of variant and what is variant at a higher level we'll cover. So I will go on SAP system right now to show you all these slides, but this is how you log on. You may already know how to log on to your system. Once you will connect to remote desktop, and will double click on SAP logon screen on a Windows SAP server, and then provided password, you can enter passwords, and then you can log off. How you log on, I will explain you on SAP server real time. You can change the password, don't need to change the password, don't change it, and then I will explain what are different options and bars and fields and available in SAP landing screen. This will be covered when I will go to SAP screen. Don't bog down yourself. How to create new sessions, different types of fields, how to navigate. I'll practically show you how to. This was just an introduction, brief introduction of SAP. Then I will now jump into what we will cover in SAP in our course. Okay, our course name is FICO. FICO is combination of two submodules, FI and CO. FI is financial accounting, CO is managerial accounting. In SAP, SAP gave the name as controlling. So financial and controlling. So this is one of the biggest module in SAP system in size, and it's very important. It's backbone of any enterprise. Finance department and accounting department along with treasury are the main functions, main departments of any organization, and this is the core purpose of any business, to make money, save money, and control money. So I'll walk you through quickly what is financial and controlling. In this training we will cover FICO, as I said, can be break down into two modules, FI and CO. And FI, left side, this is external reporting. This is and any organization, company established in the United States or in any other country, they are bound to report to the tax authorities, to the government, report of their income and expenses on a predetermined format to the government agencies, so they can pay the taxes. So this is required by the law. Whatever we will cover in FI, that is required by the law. And the rule of manual for FI is called GAAP, Generally Accepted Accounting Principles. On the CO side, this is for internal reporting. Internal reporting is purely for your internal control, how your business is doing, how you can cut your expenses, what department is doing more expenses than it's supposed to, then we can control. How we will control? We have some transactional data feeded into SAP system, and SAP will give you some reports, expense report, income report, all those reports, right? Now FICO in FI then further break down into submodules also, which are general ledger, left side. General ledger, we will start from the general ledger. We will start from the basics and enterprise structure. After that we will go to GL. Then we will cover accounts payable. Then we will cover accounts receivable. Then we will go to assets accounting. Then we will cover new GL. Then profit center accounting, right? These are the main core functions of any organization. On the CO side, we will go cost center accounting, cost element accounting, product costing. I'll briefly introduce you to product costing. Can you guys mute the phone? I mean, mute your team, because there is some Mr. Khalid or Mr.
Yes, sir.
Bangesh. Can you mute your? I guess it's
Yes, some kids.
no problem. I will do it myself. Don't worry. I will mute you. Okay. If you have any question, Khalid, you can always unmute and interrupt me and stop me. Okay, so on the CO side, we will cover cost element accounting, cost center accounting, product costing, and I'll briefly introduce product costing, and then we will cover COPA and internal order. So we will start with the development of company into SAP system, right? Nothing but a corporation, legal entity. Based on this legal entity and corporation, country, law of the land, they will provide you with the tax identification number. So we will go with the organizational elements, right? What are those organizational elements, right? I think so it's stuck. Give me 1 second. Okay, apologize. Enterprise structure. We will go and define our enterprise structure. What is enterprise structure? Enterprise structure is nothing but a foundation, components, basic components that are needed to perform and map our processes. If you don't have any customer, you cannot conduct a business, right? So in enterprise structure, we need certain elements, for example, company, business area, right, functional area, and so on. So I will explain what components we will define in our enterprise structure. In enterprise structure, we will define company code, credit control area, business area, consolidated business area. Then we will go move towards the global settings. Then we will go with fiscal year variant. I will explain what is fiscal year variant, chart of account, posting period variant, right, tolerances and number ranges. Then we'll move towards the general ledger. General ledger is used to post transactions, right, like salaries, wages, etc. And then we use these GLs in order to post different financial transaction into SAP system. Then I'll explain how to post foreign currency transactions, right? If vendor is paying in a foreign currency, right, if you are buying from a vendor who is not in United States, right, maybe in China, how you can transact and how to conduct a business using different currencies. How to calculate and post interest if you acquired a loan, how you pay interest, right? All we will cover. Then how you can reevaluate foreign currency loans, right? If you have a, let's say you acquired a loan today, right? The currency exchange rate was let's say XYZ, and then after a year when you are repaying the loan, maybe that loan can be more or less, right, due to the fluctuation in currency rate. So we will cover also how to reevaluate foreign currency loans, and we'll learn how to park a document, how to post a sample document, whole document, recurring documents, all those things we will cover, and go towards different specific reports in SAP system available after we post transactions using general ledger. So whatever we learned in accounting, right, in school, college, that we are going to cover in SAP system. We will learn how to do an SAP system. Then we will go to SAP next submodule of accounts payable. In accounts payable is nothing but a vendor, right? When you buy something, that entity becomes your vendor, right? Person, company, whatever. So we will cover in this submodules how vendor related transactions are covered in accounts payable. Then we will learn how to create a vendor, some master data, how to post a vendor invoice, how to pay a vendor, and then we will cover how to make a payment. You can make a full payment, you can make partial payment, all those things we will learn. Then how to get a discount, right? Sometimes you get discount by paying early, so, and promotions and all those, how to make a payment through check, cash payment, and how to receive a discount and post into SAP system, how to post advance payment in SAP system, how to request vendor for advance and down payment. Sometimes vendor asks you, right, pay me something in advance. then I'll start working on your project, right? Then we will learn automatic payment program, right? How you pay more than one vendor in one go, right? And then how to post a foreign vendor invoice and how to pay in foreign currencies. Then we will move towards the next accounts receivable. Accounts receivable kind of opposite to accounts payable, right? In accounts receivable is nothing but customers, right? When if you are selling something, that becomes your customers. How you post customer invoice, how to customer related transaction, right? AR, accounts receivable, right? When you sell something becomes your customer. How to create a customer master data, how to post a sales invoice, how to receive payment from customer. When you're selling something, you are expecting some funds from your customer, right? How to receive those, how to, if he's sending you a check, how to post. And we'll not cover bills of exchange and bill payment, but it's easy. I'll explain when we will get to this accounts receivable sub-module. So discount given to customer, how you post, how to post advance received from customer, how to make partial payments, residual payments, interest calculations. Dunning is nothing but if someone is not paying you, you have to remind, right? Dunning is just not reminders to your customers. Hey, you owe us for these merchandise you procured from us on this specific date. Now it's after 30 days, you owe us and your balance is past due. These reminders, right? Different types of reminders we will learn. Next we will move towards assets accounting, and assets accountings are nothing but assets of your company, right? Building, plant, machinery, research labs. So in this module, we will cover how to create asset master and asset related transaction, creation of your assets, purchase of assets, sale of asset, how you sell the asset, right? How you, when you sell, you may sell on the price that more than when you pay, when you acquired the asset, then we will get profit, how to post that profit, how to, in opposite, how to loss can be captured in SAP system. Then sometime you're due to flood or any other reason or for emergencies, you may scrap the asset, right? Asset is not usable no more after certain period of time. Then we will cover different types of depreciation calculation. You know, when you procure something like asset, building, or plant and machinery, they over time, vehicles for example, over time they get depreciated. So how you capture those depreciation in SAP system, we will learn. There are different methods available in SAP system, and we will cover all those methods: straight line, written down value, right? Then we will learn asset under construction, right? How you take care if the asset is under construction, right? And other related different concepts of impairment and revaluation, right? Sometimes you procure some asset and you pay some money, and then after a year, when you revaluate, its price may increase or may decrease, right? How you capture those profit and losses, right? Revaluate. Then we will go to learn different tax procedures under taxation. I'll cover in United States, SAP provided this SAP is not for United States, right? Not for the specific types of business, it's for everybody. So SAP comes up with the different tax procedure for every country. For example, in SAP United States, they have captured taxation procedure where all those tax rates are embedded into SAP tax procedure. We'll cover country to country, different tax versions are available, right? So we will cover that when we will go to the taxation topic, right? Right, how to general sales tax, how you do these things, we will cover in coming session. We will not go deep into taxation. I'll show you how to calculate using tax procedures. I have some issue with this slide, bear with me guys. So new GL, we will cover new GL. In 2006, SAP comes up with the new version. In that new version, they have actually added some functionalities. So prior to this new GL arrival, the GL that we used called classic GL. Now after this new GL arrival comes new GL. It was introduced in 4. I believe 4.5, no 6, 4.5, right? ECC 4.7, 5, 6, then EHP 5, 6, 7 and 8. These are different versions of SAP system, right? 4.7 was the first, then 5, then 6, then EHP. EHP stands for Enhanced Pact, right? And then EHP 5, then 6, 7 and 8. I believe now currently they have SAP latest and greatest, SAP ECC 6, EHP 9. So then we will go to learn the major changes, right, after ECC 5 onward, right, new GL arrival. We will cover leading and non-leading ledgers, CO2 FI real-time integration. Don't confuse with these new terminologies. When we will get to this new GL topic, I will explain what are the meaning and functions available within these options they introduce after new GL. Document splitting, segmental reporting, we'll cover. So then we will go with a little bit of advanced financials, validation and substitution. I'll cover what is validation and substitution, intercompany transaction when there is a headquartered company and they have different companies underneath. How if they transact business within a company, right, not outside. For example, one company, they don't have stock, so they can ask other company, sister company, to give us some material that we are out of that raw material. We have to satisfy one of the orders, so they can transact business. How you do that in SAP system, we will learn. Then user exits, partial payments in using F1110, which is automatic payment program. Sometime we have a customer is also our vendor, right? So how you can nullify the balances between customer and vendor, we will learn. How to change the open item. Open items are nothing but the outstanding balances. And we learn electronic bank statement, right? And then lockbox. Lockbox is nothing but when you pay, when customers pay you through lockbox. I will introduce you with this functionality when we will get to this topic. Lockbox is when, let's say, you sell to your customer and they send you the check directly to your bank. So your bank will receive those checks, and bank will send you a file that will be processed into SAP system after some configuration, and automatically those customers will be clear and payment will be posted. Then we will learn a little bit to bad debts, bills of exchange. Then we will move towards the controlling side. We will learn cost elements. So when we create on the FI side GLs, those will be cost elements on the CO side. So these are the cost carriers. All those things we will cover in cost element accounting. Different categories we will learn, and then we will move towards cost center accounting, right? Cost center accounting is nothing but a department within your organization, right? Marketing department, your HR department, admin department, IT and all those things. You define as a cost center in SAP system. Then whenever they incur some expenses, those expenses will be captured into one of those underlying cost centers, and then you can pull different reports available in SAP system to track, analyze and manage those departments. It's primarily used for expense related transactions. Right, we can do planning also, actual posting also. You can do variance analysis. Let's say you plan, like in my whole year my admin department will spend 100,000, but at the end of the year they spend 70,000. So there's a difference, right? So under applied, over applied, right? Variance can be analyzed. Distribution can be done using cost centers. Product costing, we will go just briefly. I will introduce product costing. If you are a manufacturing industry, you can always try to control the cost of your manufacturing in order to maximize your profits, right? How product costing is done in SAP system, COGM is nothing but cost of goods manufactured, right? how you calculate, right? And then we will post some expenses, right? And then we will calculate our COGM, and we will have some configuration prerequisites, and then we can see what is our material cost, what is our when we learn this material cost, we will learn also integration between material management and FI, because the materials are the property of material management department, right? Modules also. And then we will calculate the labor cost, right? And then during labor we have different activities, and then we will also calculate indirect overhead cost, and there are different methodologies available in SAP system to calculate the overhead. These are the main three cost components that uh, calculate and define your cost of your product, which is nothing but COGM. And when on top of COGM, when you add your selling cost, that becomes COGS, cost of good sold. Okay. And then there are some month-end activities also we will learn in product costing, which is WIP, right? Work in progress, right? WIP is nothing but, let's say we are producing 100 units of any product, and we have received only 60 finished product from the plant, as 40 are still in the pipes, not received yet. So that those 40 units material and all those value will be considered as WIP, and we have to report that in our balance sheet. So there are different types of product costing. So product cost by order, product cost by period, sales order costing, process order. We will not go into detail. I'll briefly explain, not required. Different other added functions available with product costing, which is buy and joint product, mixed costing, subcontracting, scrapping, overhead calculations, and type of cost estimation. Then we'll cover COPA. COPA is used for the profitability analysis, how my business is doing based on region, product, right? What is my sale profitability in New York for iPhone 6, for example, right? So you can do the multi-dimensional analysis of your organization. So we'll cover in detail COPA. COPA stands for Controlling and Profitability Analysis. It's a very powerful module. Internal order. Internal order is used to analyze your cost of your organization or departments at a granular level. Deep object level is expenditure level analysis. We'll create some internal order. Internal order is a master data. We capture some cost, post some expenses, and then you can analyze based on internal order. Mostly is used when, let's say, you're constructing a building, right? 10-story building. Once you're done with first floor, you create an internal order, and you can analyze the cost, how much I spend on that first floor, right? On second floor maybe you spend less, right? So you create internal order to analyze, and then you settle those internal orders at the end of the completion of your project. Usually used for projects, research related and construction related projects. And then let's say you have exhibition, right, in your company, and you want to analyze how much we are going to spend, and then you can analyze, and you can finally settle those internal orders to one of different objects. I'll cover in detail. Then profit center accounting, right? It's used for it's a responsibility accounting in SAP system. I'll cover how to create profit center, where the profit center field is assigned, all those things. We're not going to cover this material ledger. This is advanced. If you like to, I will go through it, and then we'll go, if you like advanced controlling. This is not part of this course. This advanced controlling, if you are comfortable with FICO, you can always sign up for this advanced controlling course as well, where I will cover the additional scenarios in product cost, product costing, product cost controller, sales order costing, process order, and material ledger. Any questions on the course contents? Both of you guys. Any questions?
No question.
Okay. All right. Now we will jump to, because it's first day for Mr. Khalid. Now I'll briefly introduce what is SAP system, Khalid. So once you will access your server, you will see this server, right? How you access this server? This is Mac system. On Windows system you can use the application called remote desktop, and then you can always go to this icon SAP logon, double click this SAP server, and then enter your username and password, and you can log on, right? Now this is SAP landing screen, first page. On the top is a menu bar. Menu bar has different functions, right? Mostly these menu bar options are pretty much the same with a slight difference, right? So you can use menu bar to create a new session, close. If this is the only single page, you can log off, right? You can open maximum of 5 sessions using this create new session, because SAP has many modules, many different areas. If let's say you are working in accounting, but in accounting you are also working at the same time in controlling and financial accounting, so you can create a new session. Similarly, you can go in controlling and perform different tasks. So you can create up to 5. When you go to the maximum, system will give you a message says maximum number of session reached. So you can have maximum of 5. I will close. And when you go to the last session, system will ask you, are you sure you want to log off? You can log off, but not gonna log off now. You can log off from here as well, right? You can close this session, and then using this menu bar, right, you have different options available, right? I will explain as we proceed further into our course. You can add favorites. Any transaction you can create as a favorite. I will explain how you create favorites. This is called menu bar, right? Now next is, this area is called command area. This area is used to enter transaction code in SAP system. SAP is designed like folders, pretty much like a folders. You can go, let's say accounting, and within accounting you have general ledger, accounts receivable, accounts payable, many sub modules, and then you can go always drop down, and then different options available. Finally you will hit a transaction, and next to this transaction you see a transaction code. You can either go using menu path. These are called menu path, right? These are the path, right? This is a path, right? You go first accounting, then you go to financial accounting, then you go to document entry, right? These are the paths. So you can use menu path, or you can use FB50, and you are on any SAP transaction. You cannot go back and enter any T code. You have to come out of this session first, right? So in order to come out of this session, if you want to go FB70, that's any T code, system will throw an error, right? Because you are already in this transaction code, you have to go /n, right? This is used mainly when you are in SPRO mode. There are 2 modes in SAP. One is consultant mode, one is end user mode. So once you are done with the implementation, you will hand over this SAP to your company that you implement SAP for, and then business user, their employees will use on daily basis to post some transaction and data into SAP system. So you will support them as a consultant. If they have any issues, concern, break fixes, they will create tickets and you will have to help them. But in order to help them, you should know first how to develop SAP system and in and out, right? So you are mainly will be working in finance area, right? So so this is end user when SAP is developed, right? But we will, when we developing SAP system, we'll go SPRO. You have to go to this transaction code SPRO. Then you are in developers mode or consultant mode, pretty much the same, but end users who are the business employees or the company employees will not have access to this backend where you develop SAP system. We will develop by creating and defining our own company code, companies, different objects. I will provide you with the notes that you will follow to develop your SAP system. So when you are in developers mode, you cannot go back and to your end user mode. You have to go enter in command area /n. So this command area actually is used to enter transaction code shortcuts. System will take you to that screen right away. Any question on this? Okay. Are you guys with me?
Yes, we are with you.
Okay. I just want to make sure.
Khalid, unmute.
Okay. That's fine. No worries. Now, coming to the next. This first one is a menu bar. The next one is SAP standard bar, and it's called standard toolbar. Why it's called standard toolbar? Because the functions available in this toolbar are pretty much are the same on each and every screen you access, but there are some slight changes, right? Don't take my words as final. Some components and functions may vary and change, but at a high level you should be familiar what is this area is. This is a called the command area where you enter transaction code, and next to this is a tick mark. This is a sign for enter. If you hover your mouse on any field or object or any function, you will see any button, you will see the meaning, right? Translation. This is for enter, right? If you hover your mouse on this back button, this is to go back. If you are in enterprise structure, right, go to enterprise structure and go to, let's say, menu path financial accounting, right, and if you want to go back, you can click, and this is to exit the system. This is to cancel the transaction or path you are on, right? This is to search. This is to create a new session. This is to create a shortcut. This entire bar is called standard toolbar. This is command area, this is menu bar, and then this is you see this is display IMG. This is called status bar. Every screen when you access this status, the title of this status bar will change, right? It will tell you what screen you are on, right? So this is called status bar, right? Now the next one, if you go back, go /n, right? I have always /n. Now after this status bar there is another bar which is called application bar. Application bar means whenever you open any application or transaction, these functions options will slightly will change based on the transaction or function you are accessing, right? So then on this transaction you can park, you can simulate, you can hold, and then you can change the company code, all those things. Then go back. Now After this, there's a command area, right? Sorry, the menu path, right? And then if you go all the way down here, you will see this. If you access any transaction or post any transaction, if you do something, let's say I enter a company code that is not defined, for example, system will show you this company code is not defined. So these are called status bar. Status bar will tell you the status of the transaction, successfully posted, warning, or error, right? So in SAP there are 3 color coded error messages by default design of SAP. One is with the green means you successful transaction. What are you going to do is saved, data is posted, or object is created. A second message color is warning message, which is yellow. That system will ask you, you can proceed, but with the warning. And then the last one is the error message that I just showed on the screen. When something is not available in SAP system you're trying to achieve, system will throw an error. And on the right side you can see the transaction code you are on. Any transaction you are accessing in SAP system, it will show from here, and there are the different options available. This is the system ECC 800. This is 800 is a client. I'll explain you what is client. Client, when SAP technical guys, which is a basis module, implement SAP system, they first need to buy, the company needs to buy a license, right, a software. So they will install. Once they will install, they have to give one ID, which is a client. So this is client 800, which is a training client. When you go real time in SAP as a consultant or senior consultant or analyst or specialist, you will be given access not to only one client or 3 different clients. I'll explain what is the use of those 3 clients, because when you develop SAP system you don't develop right away into production client, right, live. You have to do some testing, you have to do some development, right, you to make sure that whatever is the requirement was satisfied, and the user will test first, then will give you the approval, and then you will move those changes. How you make changes, how you do all those things, I will explain you. But in this training server you don't have any uh, restrictions. This is just a training. I will explain in detail in coming sessions what is the use and how you develop SAP system in real time in your companies. But at a high level, software will remains the same things you will see when you will be working real time in your company, right? So this was all about navigation and how you use SAP system on daily basis. There are high level 2 modes. One is the easy access mode, is also called end user mode, and then the another one which consultants will use is SPRO. You can go T code and then develop SAP system. Behind every T code there is a menu path also. You can also go from here, the menu path, I think this is in tools, above customizing, IMG, SPRO. It's same thing you can achieve through menu path, or you can enter the, you can always go back if you are on any transaction, put /n, right, and in order to create another session /o, right, and here you can see this TV, right, you can change different options, color schemes, fonts. Best font is 14 I loved it. You can use according to your style. This will apply when you will create a new session. The size is changed, right? So this was all about navigation, basic navigation, how you log on, how you log off. You can also log off from here. System will log off. Double click to log on back again, right? If you are already logged on to the system and you try to log on again, system will tell you are already logged on, right? If I go again, as I'm logged on, try to log on again, system will give you a message that you are already logged on to the system. What you want SAP system to do for you, either continue with this session and end all other session that open previously, right? Or terminate this logon. Oh, this will show you, oh, I am already logged on, so you can go open windows, right? You can have up to maximum 5 windows, right? So you can create some favorites, like certain T codes you will use periodically, mostly you can create as a favorite. Let's say if I want to create a favorite, there are many ways you can do, right? Add a favorite, right? Click here, you want to add, right? Click here. Okay, you have to go first to transaction code or the menu path that you want to create as your FB50, right? Let's say I use this F-02. I am using on daily basis, so I don't want to go on menu path. I want to see it in any of the folder, right? I can create folders as well. I will create, right? You see here, it moved to your favorites folder, and you can always drag into your own folders and it will come into your folder. This is how you enter and add most frequently used transaction code into your favorites. How to create a folder? You can right click, you can open a folder, you can change the favorite, you can delete it, you can insert a folder, you can insert a transaction. So the one way is you go to the transaction through menu path, right? Let's say I have a bank, right? Incoming, right? I have a bank statement. This I want to add to my favorites, right? You can right click, add to favorites, or place the cursor on this transaction code and then add from here, your choice. So you can add from here and it will go to your main favorites folder, and you can always drag to your folder, or you can always insert a transaction here too in your folder, and you need to enter the transaction, right? Let's say I enter KZS2, for example. KZS2 is used to maintain costing sheet, is added. How you delete it? Right click, delete favorite, system will delete. You want to change it, go to change favorite, change the description if you want to, but I will prefer don't change the description. Cost center report, right? Save it, right? You can always change. Now you can always add any website as a URL, right? If you want to add, go to add other objects, or you want to add inside FI, inside CO, or at the main level, you can always add it, right? So add other objects and go to web address or file, enter the text, I say Apple or I say SAP, right? And you can type www.sap.com, right? Click continue, node has been added. Now you go double click it, allow. If your system is connected with internet, it will go to SAP website. That's how you add favorites, how you navigate, how you see different options available in terms of menu path, back end, front end, change. You can edit, delete favorites from here too, right? Now I'll not jump into explain what you need to do once we are done with the session. Now we will start our configuration. So when you will go on your team, which access has already been provided to you guys, you go on the team software, and then you see a files folder. Under files you have books, configuration guide, recordings. At the end of the day I will update the recordings, and you can go open configuration now or configuration document. You have to follow this document. Either you can follow the recording icon, or you can follow these configurational how you define a company. Its menu path is given, and each and every step is provided into this blueprint. Click on new entries. That's a data entry, right? So I will go through in our regular sessions. Development is nothing but configuring SAP system. Can minimize the font. Pangesh, can you mute?
उसको भी ऐड कर लें, वो टूट गया.
Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah. Turn off the video. Video. Press the video button.
Okay, now go to start the configuration.
Hello.
Yes.
अच्छा. We cannot see the screen, sir.
Wait a minute.
Okay. Sorry.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Can you see the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we will follow this material, right, to develop SAP system. We will come up with basic settings, right? You will follow your notes, which are available on team software, right? Decrease the font. I'll open a new session. Angish, can you mute your phone? Bangish.
My phone is mute already. I unmute to tell you this.
Okay. Logged on to SAP. Now, change the font size is already changed. Okay. Now, two ways, right? SPRO, you have to go SPRO, SAP reference IMG, and we are going to define our enterprise structure. Follow what I am doing. Go to financial accounting, define a company, right? So we are going to create a new company. Go to new entries. These are available companies which are already created in this server, right? If you want to search your company, you can always go to position. Our previous company was 555. You hit, you will see 555. If you double click, it will open up the details. So we are going to create our own company. Going to new entries, we'll give our new company code as 6666. We'll give the company name as let's say we are construction company. So I will give let's say ABC, right? ABC Corporation, okay? And you can give the detail description 1 2 3 ABC, anything, right? This information will be provided to you, the company you work for and the company you're developing SAP's FICO module. PO box will randomly will give, and city will give country India. Let's say we are developing in India. English is the language key. Currency is INR, right? Press enter. So this is already developed and created, right? So system is telling you this will be a duplication. So you can go 7777, right? 7777 is already created, right? So we have 5555, right? So double five, double five, double five, right, Bangish? So we will go to create
Yes, 555.
double two is created already. No, it's not. So we'll create double two, right? And then there is a save button. Save it. So when you save, system will prompt you with a window that is called a customizing request. Customizing request in SAP, when you save anything, system will create one number. Under that number, your changes will be saved. And then when you want to copy these changes and develop in another server, you don't need to do all these steps that we just did. You just in that server, you enter this customizing request, and this will carry and hold your information, customization and configuration. This is a use of customizing request. Customizing request is called TR, transport request. Any window when you see, it will say what is the meaning, what is the name, right? Prompt for customizing request. Customizing means you are changing something. Now in this case we are defining a company. Now when I define a company and I saved it, system is asking what TR you want to save in. This is already created TR for our previous session. So I will create my own, right? So this is a new company. So I will create a new company setup. Anything you can give, or you can say FICO training, right? New company setup for ABC Corporation, and it's 2222. Let's say, save it. Now next time when I save anything, you see system has created a new TR number. So anything we save will be saved under this TR. Then when you develop SAP system, it's not like you are going to develop in a clean environment and then give it to the business, right? No. How this is designed, SAP development is done using three different kind of servers. In first server is called golden server, second is QA server, which is a quality server, third one is a production server. So when you develop SAP, you will go and develop in golden client. You will, in golden client there is no transactional data, only configuration is available. Once you develop in golden, and then system will ask you these, using these transports, you can, then you will go into the next server, which is the QA quality. You will test whatever you develop, you will test, not you but business, right? So when you develop using golden client, you can unit test there, and then once you will save those settings under TR. Using this TR, I will tell you there is a separate process to move whatever we will define using this TR number to the next server. So this is just for the convenience, right? If there is no TR system, you need to go another server and do all those configuration step, right? In order to avoid SAP has a function of transport request. Now in this case we defined a company. When I defined a company, we have entered so many fields, right? Currency, name, address. So this is now saved under FCK 90043. Now in a real scenario, real time scenario, when you develop, right, someone has to test it, right? So then what we will do, we will go to other server, and from there are different transaction code, and then you can enter this transport request number. So all the changes that you have done in this golden server, golden client, will copied over to the next server, and from there end users will test, right, who will use SAP server, right? They have given you, okay, create a company, Mr. Bangesh, with this name, with this language, with this currency. Now they need to test. How they will test? They don't have access to golden client, they only have access to QA client, which is the testing client. So they will log into their testing client. What you will do after completion of this golden client configuration, you will copy using TR system into QA all those changes and development you have done in golden client. All changes will be available, configuration will be available for the end users to test. Once the test is successful, then you will move those changes using the same TR number to your production client. Production client is a client which is a live client. Other two systems are supportive system, right? You cannot make any changes into production client, live client, right? Where you are live receiving payments, creating purchase orders, and that is linked to your plants and so many other locations and affiliates. You don't want to mess with that client. So that's why there is a system project implementation methodology, and SAP has come up with this customizing request, right? And this is SOX compliance too. You can do any fraud, right? Who changes what? Many people are working, right? Let's say we have a bank accounts in GL, right? And we are receiving payments. I can go into live client, right? And then change the company checking account and then route to my checking account, right? All funds will flow to my account, right? This is not how we do, right? So once you move the changes from golden client to QA client, no approval is required. But from QA client to live production server, there will be many people who will approve those changes. That's workflow system, right? And there are compliance. You have to have a ticket for that. who is the owner of the ticket, who is his boss, who will approve, okay, this change we need in SAP system, then business approval is required. There is some sort of format, templates you have to upload, right, and then you can move. Otherwise you cannot move any changes, you cannot make any changes into SAP system. So now this is concept of TR. Save it. Data is saved. You see in this status bar, this is a green message says data is saved, right? If you enter any language which is not available, which doesn't exist, system will throw an error. Now this company is created. Now you'll go, and if you see, you search it and you can see 2222, your company is created. If you double click, all information is there. Now next step, you have to go for, either you can go credit control area, or you can go company code also, right? You can go credit control area, go to new entry. I'll explain what is credit control area. Credit control area is used to manage the credit limits for your customers. So currency is INR India, because a company is Indian company. No need for this entry is already exist, right? 2222, enter, right? Now you can save it. Now you see our description, new company set up for ABC Corporation. By default, previous transport request will automatically come. You have to save it. That's it. Data is saved. Now you go to next one, and you can update the description, right? Credit control area for 2222 company code. Better give the company code so you can know what credit control area belongs to your company code. Go back. Now you create a company code. Now you go to edit company code data, go to new entries, enter company code as 2222. Company is under ABC, is actually a group company, right? Parent company. Now under ABC we have ABC construction, right? 2222. Now city is, let's say this is in Bangalore, right? Country is India, currency is INR, language is English. Company code currency has changed. So we have created our company in INR, right? Previously. Now company code is already created, right? 2222. Let me check. When you create any object in SAP system verifies, right? If they're the same with the same key. Sorry, you have to go SPRO. My bad. Now you go to SAP reference IMG, go to enterprise structure. Every time you have to follow the same menu path. T codes are also available for your convenience. Edit company code. Let's see if 222 is already exist. Oh, this Nike. Oh, let me see if it can be deleted. No customizing data can yet exist. Okay, we can delete, no problem. Because we want to follow the name sequence of 2222. This is our company. Backspace, Bangalore. Already entered these inputs. Press enter and save. Now system opens up another window where you can input different details. This is a company, right? This is ABC, is construction company, right? Right, 2222. Now this is a search term. If you put 2222, you want to search. If you enter this 2222 in the search area, the system will bring up your company code, right? This is just this will be linked to your company. So 123 ABC right? Avenue, anything. Postal code is 12345. Country is INR, sorry, is India, right? IN. Don't need for region, not required. You can enter telephone number, fax number, right? These are not required field. You can always continue. Data was saved. Company is created, company code is created, credit control area is created. Now we'll define business area. Go to the new entries, give business area 2222, business area 2222, press enter, save. Save in the same tr. Go back, go to define functional area, right? So this is this you have to, so this system, sometimes SAP comes up with the newer versions and updation to the transaction code programs. So for this particular defined functional area, system is telling you to use fm underscore function. Fm underscore function. This is the T code provided by SAP. Give the function area 2222 again. Okay, so you have to go to create, right? Create, give the function area text, which is function area for function area 2222, valid from beginning of the year, valid to and infinite. Enter, save. Data is saved. Now you go back to your menu path, function area is defined. Now you have to create consolidation business area. Consolidation business area is nothing but combination of your business area. Business area is used in SAP system to report on your business activity based on your geographic locations. New York, if you have a business in United States, you can define business area New York, business area California, and you can report further on, and you can draw complete balance sheet and P&L based on your business areas. So business area 2222. So this is consolidation business area. Yes.
So Maghrib time, can I go to the prayer from Maghrib?
Yes, you can proceed with your pray, and I'll finish this and I'll send you the recording and you can follow the recording.
Okay, sir.
Now, consolidation business area is done, right? Now you have to define maintain FM area. Go to new entries, go to 2222, your area, give the FM area description, anything 2222, and then you can give the currency for your function management and save it. Save in your same request. Go back. Now you are done with enterprise structure. Now we have to go, we defined it, now we have to assign it with your company code. Now go to financial accounting, assign company to company code. We have defined a company and company code. Only thing we have to do, just go to position, enter your company code, and against your company code enter your company, group company, press enter and save into your same transport request that I have already explained. Assign company code to credit control area, just go the same way. Company code is 2222, and then give your credit control area as 2222. Press enter, save into the same transport request. Go to assign business area to your consolidation business area, right? Business area we define 2222, and then give your consolidation business area also we have defined 2222, same repetition, save. Go back and then go to assign company to financial management area. Just go again same way, company code. Company code is a legal entity in SAP system where you report your P&L and balance sheet required by the law. Save it in your transport request. Go to, So we did not define profit center. We will cover when we will go to profit center accounting. We will go and cover this. So up till here we have enterprise structure is done. We will continue into our next session. Some global settings we will perform, and then we'll jump into the GL topic.
Yeah, we went to the financial accounting new, then we did the ledger, after then ledger field, then financial accountant posting, posting period.
We'll continue, yes, we will continue into our next session.